With economic growth forecasts being revised, consumer spending evolving, and malls redefining their role in a digital age, what does the future really hold for retailers and shoppers alike? Watch one of the country's top mall executives, Stephen Tan, president of SM Supermalls, to break down the outlook, the challenges, and opportunities shaping retail in the years ahead.
We owe it to the Filipino people talaga to put our best foot forward. You bring the best of the world into your centers, but also upgrading and uplifting the local MSMEs.
We are now open for business.
It is a signal to the world. We are open for business.
With adjustments in growth expectations for the country and global economic headwinds still posing threats, the retail sector is facing both challenges and opportunities as we head into 2026. Consumer behavior is evolving, interest rates are shifting, and retail spaces, especially malls, are adapting to new trends like experiential shopping and deeper digital integration. To help us unpack this critical outlook for businesses, consumers, and investors, we welcome a leader in Philippine retail, Stephen Tan, the president of one of the country's major mall chains, SM Supermalls. How are you, Stephen?
I'm good, Cesar. By the way, thank you for having me here in this prestigious show of yours. Thank you. Maraming salamat.
And I also would like to thank you, Stephen, because I remember I attended your Conrad event. I don't know if that's 100% or let's say 90% of the total businesses were there. I heard you speak there, and from that time on, I said, he has to grace the Open for Business set. And it's good that after a while at the Management Association of the Philippines, where Mr. Hans C. was awarded the Management Person of the Year, we also saw each other there. So far, what transpired? How was the feedback of that Conrad event? I knew that you had a lot of partners there.
Yes, I think most of, if not all of the partners that we have in SM Supermalls were present, no, or their representatives. So it was a great event that night. You know, after showing the public or showing our tenant partners all the exciting projects that we will be embarking on in the next few years, they're really excited and parang they're all so prepped up to even do more investment in our shopping centers, no? Which is good for the country and which is good for the retail sector in general.
With SM, for a lot of Filipinos, parang ito na yung second home from the A, B, or C market or from the DE market. So, halimbawa, wala namang pang-shopping, pupunta sa SM kasi magpapa-aircon, magpapalamig. I'm not judging here, but somehow, SM is regarded by a lot of Filipinos, especially the ones who are very close with the SM malls, to be their second home. What's your take on that, Stephen?
You know, we never and we do not discriminate. We welcome everyone into our centers. Just like you said, whether you're A market or a DE market, pare-pareho lang yan, no? So we welcome them into our shopping centers. We make it very nice and pleasurable for them to stay. Because they might not be your customer today, maaring magpapalamig lang sila, but tomorrow they might buy something from you, no? So treat them equally, treat them with respect, and make it very easy and pleasurable for them to go to your shopping center.
Based on the presentation that you did during the partners event, SM City North EDSA was the very, very first super mall. Kami laman kami dyan. I think high school or college pa yata ako noon. I know that there's a lot of things happened, but we see the first super mall also evolving now. So what's happening?
So we opened SM City North at 1985. As a matter of fact, last quarter of 1985, November 1985, no? But that was during the peak of the people's power. Because, di ba, 86 February
So,
yun,
high school
di ba?
na ako.
Oo, but we have gone through all this crisis naman eh. It's not just during that time, the people's power of 1986. We've gone through also the 97 Asian crisis and the housing crunch on 2007, di ba? So lahat yan, nadaanan na namin, no? But for us, we just focus on what we do. We just do what we have to do is to serve the Filipino people, is to serve the public, making it easy for them to go to our shopping center, and the rest will follow. We have evolved. We have evolved from 1985 until who we are today. You can see that in SM City North EDSA, no? Dati, isang mall lang yan, yung city center lang yan. Nagkaroon ng annex, di ba? Tapos nagkaroon ng The Block. Tapos ngayon, I think a total of 7 buildings already in North EDSA, no? But it's not just adding footprint. It's really making it more exciting for the consumers, no? So at the end of the day, sino panalo? The consumers, because they have more choices. They really have more reasons to go to an SM mall.
Gaano ba ka-prepared ang SM Supermalls pagdating sa mga bagay na hindi natin alam na darating? Like say, for example, the economic crunches, the changes in maybe political scenario. So ito, minsan there are things that are out of our control. But the one key word that you mentioned, I read this in one of the articles that was written about you, was resilience. So what makes you and how do you make supermalls resilient?
Agility. You have to be able to shift and to change immediately and fast. You don't wait for things to fail. Pag nararamdaman mo na yan, that's in all businesses. Open for Business is all about general business, not just big business, but
Yes.
also the MSMEs, right? This is all about agility. You should be able to shift and to change and to adopt immediately and fast. Ang problema sa malalaking business, no, big businesses like us, no, ang hirap kung hindi ka agile. Kasi napakalaki mo eh. Yan yung failure ng big businesses. Kasi they cannot shift and change immediately and fast. That's really the key. Whether you're a small business or big business, dapat pag nararamdaman mo ng may pararating na crisis or something, you have to be able to adapt and to shift immediately, quick and fast. Just like what happened during the pandemic.
Yes.
Nobody saw that coming, huh?
Exactly.
Nobody saw that coming. But immediately, the day that we were closed, I didn't even know that we're gonna be closed for like 1 week, 10 days, 3 months. No, we were closed for so long, di ba? We're not allowed. There's all these restrictions and all these things. Bawal pumunta sa restaurant. Tapos, nung huli, take out lang. O paano yan, di ba? So, immediately on that day, that's the beauty of SM also. It's because our owners, the C family, they're very hands-on. I was called into the office. We met in the admin office of Aura. We were there, and during that time, I was already asked with 3 questions. No? First, what do we do with our employees? There was no guidance. That was on March 16, 2020. No guidance from the government, no guidance from anyone. We don't have any playbook. Hindi namin alam kung anong mangyayari, di ba? So we were at a loss, but I was asked 3 questions. Sabi ng boss ko, Steven, what will we do with our employee? Let's pay them their regular salary whether they come into work or not, because they have anyway served us previously in good times. Now in bad times, let's also help and support them. Number 2 questions that was asked of me was, how about the security guards and janitors that are by agency? Diba? So ang decision then, give them, I think, 10,000 a month or 5,000 per 10 days or 15 days directly to the janitors and to the security guards. No?
Oh, not through the agency na.
Yes, even if they don't come to work. May listahan kami niyan eh. Just to tie them through. Just to get them over. Just pambili lang ng pagkain and all. Kasi ang agency, pag hindi din come to work,
Wala.
baka hindi ka
No work,
babayaran.
no pay. Parang ganyan.
So kami, we feel that kawawa naman. Diba? And these people have served us also. So we gave even if they don't come to work. Pangatlo, How about our retailers, our tenant partners who has been with us for the past, during that time, it was the past 35 years, di ba?
Oo, and they make up your business.
Yes,
Oo.
so sabi ng boss ko, wag na tayo mag-charge ng rent. Do it every month. Diba? This month, kung hindi pa magbubukas ang ekonomiya, wag ka muna mag-charge ng rent. Even if they occupy that space, whatever that they sell, pang take out or pang online nila, you just get a percentage of what they sell. Wala nang minimum rent or basic rent. So it went through like that for several months. It lasted for a year, the straight percentage lang ang charge namin sa tenant. That really helped the tenant. That, I think, our tenant partners, the MSMEs, they really appreciated that because hindi naman ganyan kalalim ang bulsa nila eh. Diba? They were also hard up. Ang sa amin is, you help them because they also have employees to feed.
Exactly.
Yung mga waiters nila, kusinero nila, diba? So they still need to pay them.
Yes. On top of their financial obligations
Yes,
pa.
it really multiplies. You help them because they need to help others. That is what happened during the pandemic.
Do you remember how much losses you incurred during the pandemic?
We do have. It's a huge numbers that I have never ever encountered in my life, but we're happy to help.
With what you have done during the pandemic, what was that impact that it generated post-pandemic?
Hindi umalis ang tenant namin. Hindi kami iniwan. I have heard that, with other developers na hindi nagbigay ng rental concession is parang, they just closed their stores. They just terminated.
Nag-alisan na.
Umalis na lang sila. They terminated their contract, no? Kasi wala na silang pambayad eh. With us, we have rental freeze. It's okay, you don't have to leave we will not charge rent. Pagbalik na ng ekonomiya, saka ka na magbukas uli, and then that's the only time that, business as usual. At the end of the day, it's a win-win situation. We don't have to look for new tenants because it takes a while, all this lag time, diba? It is a win-win situation for everyone. And it helped the economy. I really am sure that it helped the economy of the Philippines as well.
Which is very impressive, Stephen, because I think in a lot of case studies mentioned and even the CEOs I interview here, lagi din binabanggit ang SM where you did the things that you have done during the pandemic. And it is somehow related to ESG. And listening to Mr. Hansi, di ba? Parang sa inyo, ESG plus R, which is resilience. You somehow are following certain protocols based on the corporate values. Since you are in touch almost very frequently with the owners, with the C family, ano ba yung core values ng SM na somehow ito, na-negotiable ito, we follow this set of values?
It came from Tatang, the founder of SM, Mr. Henry C. Sr. He told me once, and this has been repeated over and over, treat everyone fairly. Huwag kang mang-isa. Every decision that I need to make, I go back to that same values. Is this fair for everyone? Is this fair for you? Is this fair for me? It has to be a win-win situation for everyone. Hindi pwede SM lang ang panalo parate. Diba? Treat everyone fairly because it will just come back to you. It's exactly what happened during the pandemic. Diba? We think about our retailers, hindi naman sila umalis eh. Dapat salamatan pa kami. And the loyalty is there. They became loyal to us. Then they put also their investment into our shopping centers, which I really value and appreciate a lot.
You have a lot of influences. You lived in Taipei, you have a master's degree in Paris. With all this very, very diversified exposure from different countries, di ba? I'm sure you find inspiration and some of the ideas on innovation there. Pero what defines a Stephen Tan? Kasi like say everywhere I go to, like say I go to Aura, I go to Mega Mall. When you go to another place, it's a different experience, it's a different feel. Is that how you really design in terms of creativity because of your exposure in different Asian, European influences?
I think it goes back to being passionate. Because really, I'm enjoying what I'm doing. that is very important to anybody, whether you're an executive or the president of a company or you are a secretary or whatever you do. You just have to have that passion, that burning passion inside of you. Because nakakapagod din yung ginagawa ko, Cesar.
I know. Yes, I could imagine.
In the past few weeks, I have been going to like 3 parties a night or 3 events that I have to go to. Sometimes umabot pa niya ng 5 events in the evening, di ba? So all these things can be really tiring, the traffic jam and all these things, no? But at the end of the day, the thought of us expanding our business, getting more people into our shopping centers, seeing the faces of the kids happy, that makes me happy. That keeps me going. When we open a mall in the provinces, whether it is in Tugigaraw or all the way back down in Zamboanga, we generate employment. That makes me happy. The fact that nakakatulong ka sa iba, masaya na ako doon. That really keeps me going, that keeps my passion burning, getting me very excited to bring the best of the world to the Filipino audience, to the Filipino people that we are serving. Yun lang yun. Let's not make it very complicated na, may master's degree ito, taong to, ganyan. No, at the end of the day, it's the passion burning inside you. Importante yan.
I saw it firsthand. I think the room at the Conrad was about how many ballrooms?
All the ballrooms we took already, take out all the
I think
partitions.
that's about 2,000, 5,000, I don't know, but it's so huge. You go to the different tables, and I specifically remember what you told me, although this was months ago. You said just a few words, but you mentioned about gratefulness, you mentioned about gratitude. You said, I am grateful with you as our partner. To me, that created a lot of impact. It may be something you tell to your partners, but to me, I sense the sincerity there. So, my question now, Stephen, is, with your background, as you mentioned, going to the different destinations, di ba? So, iba-ibang influence din yon, and you provide employment to a lot of people. Are there specific influences from abroad naman that you are getting to ensure that the Philippines, the SM Supermalls, remain to be world-class as well? Because, di ba, Stephen, marami tayong Pinoy din naman sa, halimbawa, Dubai. Ang ganda ng shopping malls doon. When they go maybe to New York or to other destinations. Do you also pick some of the influences in the different parts of the world?
Yes, definitely. As I've said earlier, we owe it to the Filipino people talaga to put our best foot forward, to make sure that we stay competitive, that we stay global yet local, no? Meaning you bring the best of the world into your centers. I'll give you an example. At Podium, we will be opening a virtual golf course.
Wow.
Meaning there are like more than 10 rooms that people can play golf. That is the first in the Philippines in that scale. More than 10 rooms and VIP rooms and all this. The format is more than 2,000 square meters. Big format, no? But where did we get all those ideas? Also through our travels, no? We went to Bangkok, we went to Top Golf, we went to all these places. China has a lot of new things also, new experiential thing. This coming end of January, I'll be flying to Tokyo because the Pokemon Park will be opening, no? So that we can see what we can bring in to the Philippines for the Filipino audience also. But aside from taking things from outside, we also have to make sure our retailers, our local retailers, they stay relevant, no? Uplifting them, upgrading them, giving them a platform for them to try on to do business. That's why yung startup program ng SM.
Yeah.
We've allocated an area, no? But it's not just allocating the area. Kasi yun, hindi ka na kailangan magpagawa ng sarili mong cart. We provide the cart for you. We provide the design for you. All you have to do is bring your products. But does it end there? No. We guide them. We teach them, we elevate them. How do you market this certain product? what is the packaging, ano yung bebenta, paano yung signage mo, paano yung display mo, those are being thought to the MSMEs na bago yung mga startup niya. No? Kasi maybe they have good products but they don't know how to present it properly. Diyan lang naman nagkakatalo yan, di ba? And a lot of them are young people, di ba? It makes me happy also na there's continuity in business. That's why it's very important for me ang local MSMEs, no, para talagang may continuity. So to answer your question, it's not just bringing in new concepts from abroad, which is great, which is fine. We take a lot of inspiration and we take a lot of new experience for our Filipino shoppers, but also upgrading and uplifting the local MSMEs. This also stems to the fact na narinig ko rin yung narinig mo about SM being a big company na ay, pera lang ang tinitingnan yan, no? I've heard of those stories. How do we address that? No? Kasi sa dami ng ginagawa natin, may mga kiosks and carts tayo, pero madami palang gustong mag-business na hindi nabibigyan ng oportunidad.
Yes.
That's why we come up with this startup program. Na you just bring your wares there, but of course there's a screening that we need to do, no? Hindi ka pwedeng yung chain ka, dapat bagong product. We also prefer na medyo may innovation ng product mo, no, bago, fresh, and something that would excite our shoppers as well, no? That's the time that we guide them. We give them free rent muna, percentage lang ng rent ang charge namin. Hindi kami nag-charge ng, itong kiosk na to, 50,000 yan. No, we don't. Whatever you sell, if you sell 1,000 pesos today, we take a certain percentage of that. So it's not going to hurt their pocket or they don't need to shell out big capital, no? It also stems to the fact that we listen to them. We listen to our consumer. We listen to how people view us, and we really try to address that. Importante ang listening to your consumer. Importante ang hindi ka pwedeng dense. Kumbaga, hindi ka pwedeng, but yan ang problema sa big business sometimes, ha?
Yeah.
Sometimes big business can be like, high and mighty, all big. No, mali. Sino ka ngayon today? It's because of all these consumers, small businesses that ang SM is comprised of 75% of our tenants are MSMEs.
Wow, that's 75%. Okay.
25% lang ang big business dyan. Yung mga 75% yan, di ba pag pumunta ka ng SM, madaming nagbebenta ng mga ice cream, ng mga popsicle, or mga crepe, or snacks, or even keychains, or bag tags. These are all MSMEs.
Yes.
Di ba? So, if you add that all up in those small shops, 75% of our tenants are like
which
that.
is the bulk, the majority of the
Yes.
composition.
Yes.
Wow. At saka ang maganda sa sinabi mo, Steven, you mentioned that with this startup project, there is follow-through. Kasi di ba yung iba, yung iba nga nagbibigay ng kapital. Pag natapos na, wala na.
Ang programa namin is ganito, 6 months lang naman yung free rent. Hindi naman pwedeng forever, di ba?
Exactly.
Let's call
But
it spade
6 months
spade.
is long.
Yes, we are here for business din, di ba? Kind of paano, we're publicly listed. So we give that startup program 6 months. After 6 months, then we convert it into a tenant na with a contract, with a proper rental na.
Okay.
And I tell you, I kid you not, ang conversion rate niyan is so high. What does it tell you? That means they became braver, they have more confidence, they're able to also put up that capital to do their own store and to do their own, because they were able to sell to the public. Kumita sila.
So, Steven, parang ano rin yun? Parang tech transfer.
Tech-
Kasi ang
yes.
binibigay mo, siyempre, hindi lang space. It could be financial, technological, the training, everything. Even marketing siguro.
They can even use our social media platform.
Oh.
Diba? We do have SM Supermalls app, we do have Instagram and TikTok. Yan din, pinopromote din namin yan. All these small businesses, yan ang, actually, those are the ones that are more exciting. Diba?
Oh, yes. Now, Steven, whether you accept it or not, you are also an icon. People follow your fashion, your home, the things that you use, and everything. So basically, The retail industry sees you as an icon because of the style that you produce, which your job requires, di ba? Whether you like it or not, siguro you have to do that. The related question there, Steven, is in your speech, sabi mo, pag nagtatayo kayo, dapat may concept din. Bawat isang supermall, may peg. It is anchored on a specific diversification na hindi lang supermall ito, pare-pareho lang, hindi siya cut and paste. So, what is your guide and what are your parameters in putting up SM Supermalls as far as positioning in different areas?
Okay. First, icon is such a big word, and I am not.
Sabi ko naman, whether you like it or not.
Di ba?
Okay.
It's too big of a word, and I'm a simple person, I'm a simple guy, no? However, to answer your second question is, we take inspiration in the place that we are putting up our mall. That's what I meant by global, eh. Diba? You have global brands coming into our shores or our country. You have the Uniqlo of the world, you have Starbucks, and all these big brands, no? But you also have mga local products. We also give importance to local products. Big importance because Jollibee is local. They could compete globally. Bench Shop, these are all good local brands that you could be proud of also. But putting up a shopping center, aside from doing all these marketing surveys that we have, we take inspiration also in the place where we are. I'll give you an example, La Union. We all know that La Union is the surfing capital of the Philippines, diba? Beautiful beach, big waves, ganyan, no? So, in that mall, we created actually a volleyball court made of sand. Like, we replicated the beach to get the public or the community to play volleyball on the sand. And the whole mall, we peppered it also with beautiful lampshades made of the Inabel fabrics. That is very Ilocano, no? So we infuse a lot of all these local artists that we find in the locality. As a matter of fact, by the entrance pa nga, there's a beautiful portal that is made by Leroy New. He made La Union his residence na. Okay. So ganyan. So we worked with him, we partnered with him. And then, anong idea niya? Let's do coastal cleanup. So we enjoined all our employees to do coastal cleanup, to clean up the shores. And then yung mga na-collect namin, mga plastic, ganyan, they converted into an art form. Wow. If you lit it up in the evening, it's beautiful. It's the color of the sea. It's the blue. So madami kaming ganyang ginagawa ngayon. No, we adapt ourselves, we endear ourselves to the community, to the locality, while bringing in global brands as well.
Wow, beautiful. So it's like the SM Supermall is integrating into the community in that locality.
Yes. Recently, we opened 2 public market, palengke, diba? So what did we do with the public market? We retained the original structure because it's a heritage structure, no, in Iloilo, no. Inayos namin, we fixed the sewage, we fixed the water line, we fixed the lighting, we make it clean. Yung RDU, dispatching unit natin, receiving and dispatching unit, nilinis, inayos, we rebuilt everything internally, but maintaining the look of it on the facade, no? And also, the tenants that we bring in are the best of Iloilo, not present in the mall. Hindi siya yung mga local tenant, but kumuha kami ng pinakamasarap na bok choy, pinakamasarap na inasal, pinakamasarap na all these
na
local
hindi kilala
food,
pa.
na wala sa
Na
mall.
wala sa mall.
The best of Iloilo, we brought it in and put it there as our tenants. Para kakaiba.
The way I see it now, Steven, parang there's a lot of thinking and creativity and process in putting up one.
Personalization. That's the right term for that, no? Because people are getting exposed. Kahit na hindi ka nagtra-travel, especially the youth. I'm sure, di ba, may mga pamangkin tayo, or anak, or all these things, mga Gen Zs yan, di ba? They're very tech-savvy. They see what's happening in Tokyo. They see what's happening in Paris. You don't need money to travel, but they are very experienced in terms of, you know, what's happening globally. What are the new trends, no? So dapat mabilis ka rin.
Speaking of the younger generation, we see the influence of the Gen Zs and the millennials in the total customer experience. How is SM Supermalls responding to this trend?
This is a process, ah. This is not a one-time, big-time deal. No? Hindi yun, may bagong competitor. I tell you, every day, may mga bago yang lumalabas. Trends are moving faster today than ever before. It is shifting at a speed unimaginable, so fast. That's why, as I've said earlier, agility, and put your ears on the ground. Listen to what your customers want. You cannot be dense. Listen to them and give them what they want. Because, 10 years ago, all we talk about in the office is millennial. Today, nobody talks about millennial anymore. Diba? We're all talking about and focusing about what does Gen Z people want. Diba? I tell you tomorrow, it's no more Gen Z. It's a Gen Alphas. At walang katapusan yan. It's not gonna end. It will just keep on continue and continue and continue. So innovation is not a one-time, big-time thing. Innovation should be done every single day. Every single day of your operations, you have to keep on answering back to consumer and giving them what they want. At the end of the day, sila ang panalo, the consumers.
How do you plan? Is there a short-term, medium-term? Paano yon?
We have done our 2026 planning already. It started second half of 2025. Nag-umpisa na kami yan, plano na. I approve all the plans of each and individual malls. Gagawa sila ng sarili nila. They'll present it to me, and then once it's approved, I put it collectively, share good practices, and you have to be fast and you have to be flexible.
How many malls do you have now?
90 in the Philippines.
90.
Yes.
And then for
yes.
2026, how many?
We're opening around 4 to 5 malls. They all presented already. May plano na yan for 2026. But I also have a 5-year plan and a 10-year plan. 5-year plan is how many malls are we looking into and expanding our malls? Kasi you also have limited resources naman. You have to stretch out your capex, right? So yan, kailangan ng talagang good planning yan and good organization. Now that applies not to just big business like us, but also to the small MSMEs. You have to have a short-term plan, mid-term plan, and a long-term plan.
Insightful. Related to that, Steven, I remember during the Management Person of the Year awarding to Mr. Hansi, he mentioned about when the Philippines had problems, you continued to survive, you continued to believe in the Filipino, and the major movement that you did was the decision to stay in the country, never leave the country, invest in the country. So, with the medium and long-term plan that you have, ano pa ang naiisip ninyo na maibigay sa mga Pilipino? What is in stake for the Filipinos as far as supermalls are concerned?
People might think that, ang dami na ninyong SM, there are 90 malls already across the country. But when we check, there's still a lot of areas that are underserved.
Really?
Na wala pa kami. That's why we're opening Tagbilaran. A lot of areas, especially in Mindanao, ang laki-laki pa ng oportunidad sa Mindanao, no? We're opening Tagum, I think that's 2027. We have Iligan. Ang dami pa naming bubuksan dyan sa Mindanao, no? So I believe that our growth area, a lot of them will be in Visayas and Mindanao. The likes of Tacloban, yung mga ganyan, wala pa kami niyan eh. So madami pang areas na pwede namin puntahan. But that's in terms of malls, expanding our footprint, no? But what we will give to the consumer, they can expect a lot of experience-led retail. Experience-led retail meaning, minsan pag bibili ka ng product, di ba? Before, you just look, kasya ba sa akin itong shirt na to or hindi, maganda ba yung kulay sa akin, tapos ka na. You'll go to the cashier and buy. Now, you could even virtually, doing it like, you choose a product and then you go check it out and look at how you will look like, simulating na suot mo na. Does it fit your color tone, ganyan. Even without leaving the house. You could already search on the products that you have. So that's why I wanted to say nga na digital or e-commerce, hindi yan kalaban ng SM. We are just all one. If you could do your business na omni-channel, that is really the way to go. That is the future of malling. I was asked that question several times. Steven, what is the future of malling? And my reply would always be, you have to embrace digitalization. You have to embrace technology and e-commerce. Hindi mo yan pwedeng turing na kalaban or kaaway. No? Embrace them, and together, you could do more.
What you're saying now, Steven, is that you're combining, you're making a hybrid strategy wherein there's brick and mortar. At the same time, you are very active in the digital landscape.
Okay. That's what we call SMO, no? Yung SMO namin, meron niya you can order several restaurants together. Like for example, you want the Xiaolong Pao of Tin Tai Fung.
Okay.
But you're also craving for the pasta of Chibo. But you want also a Chicken Joy from Jollibee, right? You can order all this and then we will deliver it to you one time. Parang isang delivery fee lang. Yan ang hindi nagagawa ng other platform, di ba?
Kasi ang mangyayari, no, nakatipid ka ng 2 deliveries.
Yes, and that's important, ha? That's important, no? To a lot of Filipino people, whatever you can save, you should save, right? Those are the advantages or the value-adding proposition that we put in our SM malls online. But again, being present online is not just e-commerce. That's why data is important. Itong si Cesar, mahilig siya kumain ng fried chicken. Then I'll give you coupons. Because I see your pattern na parati kang bumibili ng fried chicken pag linggo. So bago pa linggo, nire-remind na kita. Binibigay ko na sa'yo. It's personalization also. That's AI coming in. No, so we're embracing all this to make sure that we know our consumers, we give them what they want. Kasi sometimes ikaw, ayaw mo rin nakakatanggap ka ng madaming messages and all these things that irrelevant to you. Diba? Why would they give you a product that does not talk to you or communicate to you? Diba? But you can check naman a person's profile on his behavior, on what this person is buying in his buying history, and then you just feed him what he wants. Maaring magkatabi kayo ng asawa mo, pero what you will receive from us and what she will receive from us is totally different. You know, AI should not replace your job. AI should make your job more efficient so that you could do more. Dapat ganyan ang thinking ng tao. Embrace AI, but embrace AI to your advantage and not to replace people, but to enhance. Mas kokonti yung desk job niya, yung mga reporting and all these things and researching so that he or she could focus on the job that he is supposed to do. Like for example, a leasing person, he or she should not be bogged down with paperworks.
That's not the core business.
But AI can come in and make that for you, and you should be really focusing in selling spaces. Mas madami ka nang mamimit na tao, then your productivity will become better. I look at AI as that.
In terms of providing aspirations to Filipinos, is that also a concept that you want every Filipino na when they go to supermall, dapat hindi mo mafe-feel na less moneyed ka, but you still get that kind of experience when you go to a specific tenant?
This is personal to me, no? Kasi I also feel na dapat hindi ka nagdi-discriminate ng tao. Especially yung mga kabataan, no? Never do that. Kasi that person today, pag magsumikap yan, baka boss mo na yan tomorrow. So you should really never ever discriminate people. Welcome everyone with open arms. Our doors are fully wide open and we welcome it. Even if you don't buy, magpapalamig ka today, but tomorrow you might buy soft drinks or gulaman or whatever you can buy. But in the future, baka dahil sa pagsusumikap mo, maging CEO ka ng kumpanya, di ba? You can never tell. If we were able to give inspiration and aspiration for especially the youth, I'd be so happy to do so.
And another thing that's also related to that, Steven, are your CSR initiatives. Can you also cite other corporate social responsibility that SM Supermalls are doing? I like the one that you said you are doing in La Union, where there's coastal cleanup. That's already part of CSR. But in terms of long-term, ano pa yung CSR projects na isinasagwa ng Supermalls?
I'm sure you've never heard of CSR or sustainability, those words back in the 80s.
Hindi pa.
Diba?
Oo.
In
Pero
the
ngayon,
90s
yes.
In the 90s, when we opened Mega Mall, nobody talk about CSR during that time. Walang sustainability.
Wala.
Kasi what? The water is cheap and electricity
sometimes
is
free.
not. Di ba? But when we opened our shopping centers, we already start recycling our water. We recycle all the water that we have in our centers. This is back in the 80s and the 90s. People were even asking us, Steven, ang mura-mura lang ng tubig, bakit ka mag-i-invest sa sewage treatment plant? Putting up a sewage treatment plant is much more expensive. Recycling water is much more expensive than buying fresh water. But that's consciousness. That is the right thing to do. Sometimes, CSR, you might not get it back immediately, but in the long term, we've learned that in the long term, may balik yan. You do good, it will really give back to you. I just signed up an agreement, or we just launched a project with Nanette Medved, in Hope in a Movie. So everybody who watch a movie, a certain amount that you pay to the cashier will go building classrooms in areas that is needed. And we have all these projects that we're doing, and we already hit also the 1 megawatt peak in all SM Supermalls with solar panels. Okay, kasi siyempre nag-umpisa kami sa isang mall lang to have solar panels in our roof deck.
The one
in... The earliest one, I think, is in Dasmariñas pa nga, di ba? Although we do have in MOA a huge solar farm in MOA on the roof deck of Mall of Asia is all, thousands of panels. We mine and we farm solar power, We started doing with one malls and we just keep on adding and adding and adding. We already hit our 1 megawatt peak.
Wow.
So talagang we put focus on sustainability, we put focus on disaster resilient, meaning hindi pa dumadating ang sakuna, na-address mo na through technology and investment. Do you know that in along Marcos Highway before, back in maybe 10 years ago, parating binabaha yan. Parating binabaha dyan, talagang sobrang bahain yan. When we put up SM City Masinag, we decided to put a water catchment basin underneath the mall. That water catchment basin is an equivalent to, I think, if I remember right, 20 Olympic-size swimming pool. 20 capacity niyan. So pag umulan, bumagyo, we catch the water muna. Catch. And it can catch a continuous rain of around 4 days na continuous na walang tigil, So, it will catch all the rainwater. When the typhoon is over, pag alis na ng typhoon, we just slowly release the water. So, those are some of the things. That's in terms of disaster resilience, Some of the malls that we opened in an area na bahain, naglalagay kami niyan. Cagayan de Oro, we have that. Bicol, we also have that. In Metro Manila, we have that in Masinag. So all these projects we are doing so much. All our water are recyclable in all our malls, And we even work with the community. We work with the locality community. There's this so-called trash to cash. Every first Saturday and Sunday of the month, you bring your trash from the house, like your old sirang washing machine na gusto mo nang itapon, or whatever appliance, sirang TV na yan repair na, you bring it there and they will buy it for you. You earn money and also you're not adding to the pollution.
If there is one mistake that retailers should avoid in 2026, what would that be?
It is to separate digital and physical. Everybody should be phygital.
Phygital. Wow. Next, one trend that you're excited about in 2026.
Experience-led retail. If you buy something, technology comes in and you can have fun buying it.
Love it. And one thing that shoppers must expect to see or experience differently in 2026.
Make it easy for the customers, for the shoppers. It has to be seamless. Hindi pwedeng pahirapin ang mga consumers. Our website is smsupermalls.com. For me, one advice that I would give, let's make it simple. Let's not make it very complicated. listen to your customers. Put your ears on the ground and give them what they want.
And our buzzword of the week is endless aisles. Endless aisles refer to showcasing retailers' entire range of products to shoppers using digital devices like touchscreens and mobile devices in physical stores. By using this method, retailers are no longer obliged to have every item on display or even in stock. The retail landscape in the Philippines is navigating a complex economic backdrop, from moderated GDP growth and cautious consumers to renewed innovation in mall experiences and omni-channel retailing. Despite the uncertainties, industry leaders are finding ways to adapt and capture growth in 2026. What remains clear is that retail will continue to be a bellwether for consumer confidence and economic resilience as we move forward. And with that, our quote for the week is from Howard Schultz. He said, "You walk into a retail store, whatever it is, and if there's a sense of entertainment and excitement and electricity, you want to be there." Maraming salamat, Steven. That was Steven, the president of SM Supermalls. Maraming salamat sa mga manonood din sa isang oras na pagsama sa amin upang tunghayan ang isang makabuluhang usapan ukol sa negosyo dito lang sa Open for Business. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan nyo kaming muli dito sa Open for Business. Catch us too on Facebook and YouTube. Like and subscribe on our social media page at Net25TV. We will bring you more insights from industry experts, thought leaders, CEOs, and featured SMEs. Together, let us help encourage business development in the Philippines, sharpen your business acumen, feel the pulse, and set the trend for as long as you are informed and open for business. Ito po si Cesar Vallejos. Marami pong salamat.